the head trainer at the Toronto Police Mounted Unit. Excellent, a new obstacle for Norval here in the corner. I love it. Something new for him to see. Hello, hello. I do love saying hi. I love waving. I do it all the time. I think that's why I got my position at the Mounted Unit, because I'm good at this. Just like the Queen, indeed. So, the Toronto Police Mounted Unit, founded in 1886, as already mentioned, and making this the year we celebrate the 130th anniversary of our existence. Hello again. Hello. All right. I've already done this. I'll wave later, I promise. And if you keep waving at me, it's pretty good. My instincts will kick in, and I'm just going to wave. I'll just do that. So 1886, 130 years, and it's fitting that I'm writing Norval today because Norval gets the name Norval in honor of, he's been named to commemorate our 130th year, because the very first police horse that was purchased by the City of Toronto, by the Toronto Police Force at the time, was named Norval. So they were not the very first horses we had, however. The very first horses we had in 1886 were rented, and we had 3 of them. And we used them for patrolling the outlying areas, thought I missed you, of the city at the time, and dealing with things like runaway horses and carriages, and all of that fun stuff that you would get in what was then a bustling metropolis that was people largely by people using horses and wagons, carts and buggies, etc. as their main means of transportation. Which brings us to your big question probably. Gee Joel, why do we have police horses in a city the size of Toronto in the year 2016? It's an excellent question. The main reason, the reason that's kept us around since the turn of the last 2 centuries, is crowd management. Horses, we deal with crowds like this all the time. Lots of crowds wave, we wave back. But horses have been proven time and time again, more often than not by us, the Mounted Unit at the Toronto Police Service, to be one of the most, if not the most, effective and peaceful ways of dealing with large crowds of people. Something we've found a lot is that officers on the ground have more difficulty in effectively communicating with large groups of people or getting their point across. Officers in cars are almost useless because you just can't drive in a crowd in a car. That's not any good. You might see the guys on the bikes working with us, and they'll work with their bikes and put their bikes up in a line and use them very much the same way we use the horses. I'm going to be tired by the end of this. You guys took me up on it. Hey, you keep waving, I wave back. Hey! So crowd management, and we still do quite a bit of that in the city of Toronto. Large groups of people get together for various reasons. They might be getting together to celebrate a momentous occasion or a particular festival, street parades and festivals, that sort of thing. We often go to those just to do this whole waving shtick. Smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. That's for the Madagascar fans and the penguins of Madagascar. And we'll go and we'll be members of that celebration, but we'll also be there to help that celebration happen peacefully and do things like walk like this or in a line of us and help people to know where it is we need them to be safe, as in not on the street. Folks, I need you to get back up onto the sidewalk, please. We need to keep the street clear, let cars get through, that sort of thing. But then there are times when people get together and they have something to say. Whether they're saying something in support of something or if they're saying something they might have a problem with something. And they may be there peacefully or they may be there eventually not so peacefully. The intent hopefully always being that they're there peacefully. And at the Toronto Police Service, we, not just the Mounted Unit, but the police service in general, our mandate is to ensure that those peaceful gatherings happen as safely as possible. That's our job. And so we bring the horses out because they're really good at doing it. one of the reasons they're really good at doing it is when I get on a horse like Norval here, who every once in a while I might slip in Gage. His name when he came to us was Gage, and it's still kind of stuck in my head. And the reason it's still kind of stuck in my head is that Norval is brand new. He is, well, he's not the brand newest, but he is very, very new to us. He just came this past summer, and if you came to see this show last year or in previous years, you would have seen myself or someone like me riding a horse, and that horse would have been one of our senior, established, operational, experienced horses. This year, you, instead of getting a horse and a rider and me on the ground talking, telling you what's going on, you get, let's call it the pleasure of having just me. Because we have so many new horses in the barn right now, because so many of our other horses are getting old and got to retire. They got to go live in a field and be horses somewhere. That's their reward for giving us their service. But now we need to replace them. So right now we have 7 brand new horses in our barn, all of them with less than a year of service, which for anyone who knows anything about horses, or anyone who's worked with horses in even a remotely urban environment, it takes a long time to get horses used to doing what we need them to do. So Norval's been with us 4-ish months, and he's doing very, very well. But because we have so many horses, I can't afford the time to have other people here with me, because they've got to be out there riding their horses, getting that training in. Even though the Royal's on, and it's important that we come and do these things, which it is, we truly believe that, and that's why I'm here. But I'm taking this as an opportunity to expose the new guys to stuff that they normally wouldn't see for years. And it's a bit of a challenge sometimes. If you were here yesterday, you saw me have a bit of a challenge on a new guy who's actually been here longer than this guy, but boy was he full of beans. Something down that end of the ring, maybe it was that system fencing stuff. There's a plug for system fencing. I don't know what it was, but anytime we got there and anytime I asked him to go a little anything faster than this, and even a couple times when I didn't, boom, he exploded and we went for a fun ride. And one of those times I was convinced he was going to try to jump that fence. That there would be a very, very, very funny thing for you guys to see, but it would be a very bad day for me, let me tell you, because that footing out there is not as lovely as this footing in here.